Hey everybody, John here from Hall of Justice Comics in Parker, Colorado. Going over a short video with you guys today on how to build some drawer boxes from the Collection Drawer Company. We are very fortunate here in Colorado because Rich Vincent, the owner of the Collection Drawer Company, has the company here in Denver. So we get some great prices on these boxes and we get them delivered to the store, which is pretty rad. Folks across the country have to have them shipped out to him, and they're kind of intimidating. I don't know if anybody's seen a drawer box before. This is a short drawer box right here that I got in front of me. There's basically three pieces to them. There's an outer shell, there's the actual drawer, and then there's the interior support system. But they're designed to be stacked and still functional so that you can get to the books that are in the box without having to unstack comics and take lids off the top of boxes. They also have, each box comes with 4 dividers. There are accessories that you can use with the drawer box. This is a set of box sort rails that basically just go, you can pull the drawer out entirely. You pop these little box sort rails onto either side of the drawer, kind of like so. So they sit very nicely, kind of seamlessly right there on the interior of the box. You can then take the dividers that come with the box. If you fold these perforated tabs down, you can slip these little dividers into the box and the box sort rail just like that, which allows you to kind of partition your box. If you don't have enough comics to fill up an entire box, you can have the partition at different areas to keep your comics from falling over. They're pretty neat little accessories for the drawer boxes, but that's just a kind of an extra bonus. The box sort rails do not come with the boxes. They are sold separately, and I want to say a set of rails is like $2, but those are pretty cool. The box does come with the 4 dividers. Those are they're actually part of the stamping process to make the cardboard. And the small boxes like this retail here at the shop for $10. You can also see that the box is perforated on both sides. There's 4 holes on the shorts, and I want to say that there are either 6 or 8 holes on the long boxes. These are designed so that there's another accessory called a box lock that comes in a pack of, I think, 8, that will allow you to basically put this little plastic piece. We literally just sold our last pair of box locks this morning, or I'd show you guys here on the YouTube video. But there's basically 2 little pieces of plastic that are designed to go on one side of one box and on the other side of a second box, and they lock together, which provides extra security if you're stacking these boxes up to, I think Rich says that you can do them up to 6 high. I think I have them 6 high in my basement. Most people like to go 5 high. But by locking them together with the box locks, you can pull the drawer out of the top box without worries of it tipping over and falling on top of you. It gives it the structural integrity to be usable without having to worry about dumping a box of comics. So that's what we're going to go over with today. We're going to do a build video for a short drawer box from the Collection Drawer Company right here on the show. So I'm going to get that off the set and show you the 3 pieces. So this is the short shell right there. That's piece 1. Then we have the interior support piece, which looks like a very nondescript, just brown piece of cardboard. Rich was telling me that at one point, people who he was shipping these boxes out to were getting this and throwing it away. And this is really the reason that this whole system works. So there is your interior support. And the last piece is this giant piece, which is the actual drawer. And it looks way bigger than it needs to be, but I'll show you what we do with that here in a second. So first things first, we're gonna build the shell. So we've got the short shell right here. I don't know if you can see all of that.
Yeah,
okay, cool, perfect. So we're gonna open this sucker up. We're gonna just kind of fold it over to make a rectangle out of it. This is the back, the piece that has the foldable tab The front piece has, it looks like a perforation on each one of the edges for the flaps to go in. But we're going to start with the back. So if you pop the top and the bottom piece down, so that it's got the, it has the patent number, it says short shell, it has the manufacturing date with all the information about where the box was made. Fold those guys down. You're going to punch this little tab out right there. You're going to fold this guy down, and then this other tab on the other side of the back panel, we're going to fold over, and then this guy literally just slips right in there like so. And then that tab that we punched out a second ago is going to go right in here. And that is the back of your box. So pretty easy. Not much going on there. You can kind of see that's the side that had the tabs all locked in. So that is the back of your box. That's what the front looks like. So you can see those little perforations right there. Those are on every single side of the box, and I'll show you what we do with that here in a second. So we got the basis of the short shell built. Now we're going to take the interior support piece, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has the cardboard is scored. It's not cut all the way through, but there are these little pieces where it is scored. Those are your folding lines. So you're literally just going to take the piece of cardboard and fold at each one of those places where it's scored. You're going to end up with this weird thing that looks like this, okay? It looks like the inside of a box. Now, the important part for this, this is going to slide inside of the box of the shell, and it's obviously got, you know, it looks exactly like a rectangle for a short box. You want to make sure that you put the seam right here on the bottom of the box, and there's a reason to this. It's engineered this way so that this flat piece on the top is where all of the weight from stacking boxes on top of this little guy is going to be distributed so that it doesn't crush anything internally. So when we take our inner shell, or our outer shell, I'm sorry, our outer shell has a handle at the back of the box. That handle is not centered in the box, it's kind of towards the top third. So this is the top, down here is the bottom. So when we put this guy in here, we want to make sure, kind of fold that up to look like a trapezoid, slip it in here, top of the box, top of the shell, handles at the back so that if you're picking it up, this is the top. Slide that guy in there just like that, okay? So you can see it inside. It's not lined up perfectly. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our arms in here and just kind of massage that inner support piece into the corners as best we can so that everything flattens out. I don't know which way I'm turning.
You're perfect.
So it's nice and flat and everything's secure, and that seam for that inner support is along the bottom of the box, okay? Then we're going to take those flaps that are all scored and perforated at the top, and we're going to fold them over. And I like to make nice sharp creases on mine. You can just fold them in there if you want. It's totally up to you. But we tuck that, we do the two long lengths first along the sides. So we're going to do the same thing with the opposite side. Crease those nicely so those are folded in. And then we're going to do the top and bottom flaps as the last two pieces. And these guys there's kind of this little tab on the side of it so that it's not completely straight. If you look on the inside, I don't know if you can see this very well.
Yep. Come down. Right there.
Okay. If you look at the inside right there in the corner, there's a little notched indentation where this flap is going to fold over and seat inside of it. So I'll do the same thing with this last part. Sometimes you got to take your thumb and kind of work that little tab into the indentation there in the corner, and voila, that is your completed short shell. And it's got the support piece wrapped around the inside of it, Super solid, ready to rock. That's half of it. We're halfway there. Now we're going to do the drawer. The drawer comes in a giant piece of cardboard that looks like this right here. Okay, you can see it's got a stamp on the bottom. It says short shell or short drawer, all that sort of stuff. This is what's cool though about the DrawerBox company. Rich, when he was designing this and they were creating a die to stamp these pieces out, had all of this leftover cardboard that was going to go to waste, and rather than just tossing it, he actually built, this is one of the dividers. There's another divider right there. You got a divider on this side and right there. So the short drawer includes the dividers as part of the purchase, which is kind of cool. So we're going to take these dividers, and we're literally, they're all scored, everything's perforated, and we're going to take those off from the drawer, the main drawer piece. So every single one, each corner has a drawer, has a divider that's printed into the drawer piece itself. We're going to remove those because we don't need those to construct the actual drawer. Okay, if you look at the back, the non-white side of the cardboard, I don't know if this is going to come through on the camera, but there's actually a tiny little stamp right there that says 1. On this other flap right there, there's a stamp that says 2. And then right there in the middle is a stamp that says 3. And so that's your folding order when you're putting the drawer together. So I like to hold the drawer kind of like this, and then I look at it to see, here's number 1 on my left, here's number 2 on my right. So I'm going to take this, fold it down, and then we're going to take this whole left piece and fold it over. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the opposite side that has the number 2 on it. This guy goes down and 2 goes over number 1. Okay? Then you've got your piece number 3 right here up against you. That you're going to fold down and then over the top, just like that. And again, these guys have little tabs on the, I'm going to call this the handle side. These tabs fit into the slots that are on the body of the drawer, just like that. Okay? So we're going to take the opposite side and do the exact same thing. My right side is number 1, left side is number 2, back piece is number 3. So we're going to go down with 1, down with 2, and then up and over with number 3, and boom, that's your drawer. Okay? We build these all here at the store, so when you buy them from us, everything's built ready to go. Toss the dividers in the drawer. You got your handle on the back, top third of the box, front handle. That guy just slides right in there like that. That's how you build one of the short drawer boxes from the Collection Drawer Company. Long boxes, same exact thing goes. It's got the same 3 pieces. We're not going to go over that today just because of the limited camera space, but these things are fantastic. We highly recommend them to anybody who has from small to large sized collections. They work phenomenally well. We use the short drawer boxes for all of our variant wall here at the store. We use magazine size boxes for our hold slot customers. The magazine size, so he makes 3 sizes, obviously: small, short box, long box, and a magazine box. The magazine box also fits LPs and records. So if you're needing a storage idea for something like that, the magazine boxes are fantastic for that. Magazine boxes are also perfect for slabs. If you have a graded comic collection from CGC or CBCS, all of that stuff will fit in a magazine size drawer box, which is pretty cool. So if you have questions about it, feel free to leave us a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do a show every Friday that talks about final order cutoff and all the books that are coming out generally in about a month. And then we're going to continually try to do videos like this to help curate that channel. You can make sure you follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/HallofJusticeComics. And we're on Instagram and Twitter @HOJComics. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys later.
And remember to turn on your notifications for new videos.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.